I want to increase child support.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am. That's all I'm bringing them to court for. I need more funds.
Sack chaser.
Based on, excuse me, sir, please don't, what was that you just said anyway?
Sack chaser.
Sack chaser, what is that exactly?
Chasing the sack. She worried about my money.
Okay, I think that's the purpose of coming to court for an increase.
I'll take care of the kids anyway, but
Okay, Ms. Shoemaker, what is the basis of your request for an increase in child support?
One, we work for the same school together, but I'm a janitor and I make the bare minimum of like $9.50.
Okay.
I take care of the kids. We both take care of the kids. We got 255. But we have other activities like our daughter is in gymnastics. She's
Okay.
in cheer.
How old is she?
She's 6.
Okay.
And they also in private school.
Okay. Who pays for the extracurricular activities?
I do.
Okay. How much is that?
We're running about $350 a month for both children.
Okay. And how old is the other child?
He's 3.
Okay. 3 and 6. How much is private school?
Between the both of them, one's $1,200, and then the other one is $450.
Okay. And you pay for the tuition as well?
I do.
All right. Is he helping you at all?
He pays the bare minimum. I try to handle this outside of court, but I don't know what's his issue. He pays the bare minimum of child support, so I just want to increase. So if he's just going to be paying the bare minimum, the minimum at least needs to be half.
Okay. And what is it that he's currently paying?
About $500 a month.
All right. What about health insurance on these kids? Who carries that?
We both do.
Okay. All right. How much is yours?
300.
300. All right. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Sir?
first of all, Your Majesty,
Your
$500
Majesty, I like that.
$500 is not a bare minimum. And then I pay insurance on top of that. You add that to $800.
Right, so the kids are double insured. That's good. All right. So what about this tuition and these extracurricular activities?
She's 6 years old. She can't barely do no flipping.
Excuse me?
What does that mean?
She ain't doing no flipping. She ain't learning no gymnastics like that good. She better learn how to do cartwheels right now.
Oh, you're talking about your daughter.
Yeah, as a 3-year-old, he ain't. Oh no, he ain't. He ain't even in private school. How he in private school? He 3.
It's
They
called
have
early
private
preschool.
Yeah, they have that
man.
for 3-year-olds. So because you're saying all of that, that lets me know you're not paying for it, right?
I paid what the court told me to pay.
So the answer to my question is no then. You're not paying for the extracurricular activities or the private tuition. Is that correct?
Or going half.
The child support says I just do what they told me to do, and I give the $500 a month. That ain't bare minimum. That's almost a car note or a 1 or 2 bedroom
One
apartment.
thing.
You don't believe
In the 90s.
that the private school tuition is important?
Well, she go to public school. I went to public school. I'm just fine.
Okay, so you all are doing a 2255 schedule, right? Is that correct? Okay. In your court order, was that the original agreement?
No,
Okay.
I just moved closer so I can be around them more.
Well, that's good. That's good. And with you moving closer, then you'd agree with me that you should also help support them financially if their expenses have increased, right?
The only you could say, yeah,
Well, what does that mean?
Speak,
you
please.
can say that, but now, because some of the things they don't need to do.
Like what?
I can teach you how to flip at the house.
But you don't.
I got
But he
cousins
don't.
that
Okay,
do backflips. I can teach you how to flip at the house.
But he don't.
Sir, are you a gymnastics instructor?
No, but my cousin, he know how to do backflips. He walk on his hands.
Your cousin?
Yeah, he 40 years old. He walk on his hands. He can teach him all that. We don't need all that.
Okay, has he taught him that yet?
He ain't been around yet.
All right, and
I
he's
gotta wait
not a
for him to get out of
licensed
jail.
instructor, right?
No.
Okay, so then it would logically follow that the child would need to be taught by someone who's licensed. You'd agree?
Yeah.
And that person needs to be paid.
You would agree?
Boy, y'all stacking the deck on me. But the only
Who's
reason,
stacking the deck on
but the only
you?
reason why she mad because I'm getting engaged.
Oh,
No,
That's the
I'm
only
not
one.
worried about
so
that.
now it's coming out. I asked you, was there
No,
anything else you
I'm
wanted to
not
tell me
concerned
before I
about
moved
none of
over to
that.
him? Why don't you tell me he got engaged?
I'm not bitter about none of that.
How long ago did you get engaged, sir?
About 3 months ago.
And how I feel
And you
about it,
filed
they
this
both
about
money.
3 months ago. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk.
Let's talk about the
Judge.
engagement. So he did get engaged.
I mean, I don't know what his status is. I don't keep up with all that.
It's such a coincidence that you filed this 3 months ago and he said he got engaged 3 months ago. So you knew about the engagement, right?
I did not. I did, but not 3 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Who is the lady?
We all work together.
Oh, it's somebody you know. Ooh, so you hurt her feelings.
No, I never feel it. She just couldn't,
Ma'am,
hey.
he's community. You know what the rest is. He's for
Community.
He's for everybody.
Oh,
So
I was for the
we
streets,
ain't
but
the
I'm not
only
no
two
more.
people. Judge, we not the only two people he ain't slept with.
I was for the
So
streets, but
I'm
not
not
no more.
concerned about any of that. I need my money, and if possibly hers.
Your
too.
money?
Yeah, I need my money.
Wait a minute, you said hers too?
Yeah,
I told you,
Yeah.
Sanchez should talk
Engagement,
them out.
marriage, whatever they gonna do, arrangement.
You can't
I
get
need
her
it.
money for child support?
When they get married, I can.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that has nothing to do with me right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, sir, I think it's only fair that you all should split the expenses for the private school tuition as well as the extracurricular activities, okay?
I definitely
do believe that
appreciate you.
warrants an increase. Now, your court order, everything has changed, right? You said you moved, you were doing a different schedule, you moved to get closer to your kids, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a change.
Thank
And
you.
these children are involved in curricular activities. They're also going to a private school. You'd agree with me that that's kind of expensive, right? That's about $2,000 a month. You're only paying $500, so she's fronting the other 15.
But we work for the school. We could really homeschool them because everything they learn about.
Are you gonna be at the house homeschooling them with Mr. IT?
That's a good question.
'Cause I'm a
I know a
janitor.
lot of teachers that wouldn't want to be at home homeschooling their children and working as a teacher.
I mean, if he willing to pay, why sit at the house and homeschool our children? I'm down.
I got another cousin that was real smart in school, and she.
You know, you have a lot of family members that do a lot of things and they have nothing to do with this case. So let me just go ahead and make this very simple. How many children? You all have 2 children.
We have 2 children.
Do you have any other children?
Yeah.
Any other children outside of the 2?
I got one more.
One more? Okay. Why did you say it like that?
Might be on child support for that one too.
Oh, so you're coming back to see me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll handle that when we get to that particular case. For today, what I'm going to do is go ahead and split the cost that she's paying. So
Thank you.
it's $2,000. You all are going to split it evenly. $1,000 for you, $1,000 for you. So your child support increased by $500 and you are both ordered to maintain that same health insurance.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Did you all have any other questions?
Nah.
I see you had your pen and paper over there. You were.
I did, just in case he had an issue or what's going on. I was just gonna name a few things that my kids are involved in.
Oh, you
that
brought
he's
your
not.
receipts.
That's right. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay, got it,
That he's
got it.
not paying for, correct?
Oh, okay, okay.
Nah, but what about when I asked you to babysit? Because you was going out and I want $25.
Wait a minute,
babysit.
I
babysit
mean,
who? Your
babysit
other
who?
child or the children that you all had together?
The one we got together.
She can't babysit her
No,
own
I'm
kids.
asking to babysit out so she can go out. I'll babysit while she can go out.
But do I call you for that, or do I set that up with
No,
a
I
sitter?
was trying to give you the time yourself. We did not.
I've already made my ruling, so you know,
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Thank
I
you,
can sit here and
Judge.
listen to you.
I appreciate you.
Okay. Did you all have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
No,
Okay.
ma'am, I'm
Well, if there's
satisfied.
nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't understand the situation where you have somebody who clearly knows, he knows deep down inside that he needs to pay child support, but he sits there and fights tooth and nail to get to a place where he could try to convince the judge that he doesn't have to pay child support. And I don't quite understand this rhetoric where you have the mother who comes to court and says, I need more money for child support, and has some reasonable reasons why, you know, extracurriculars, private school, you name it. And the fathers always assume that it's just that the wife is just looking for some more money, like he said, sack chasing. And to be honest with you, I disagree with that. Now, sure, there is an argument to say that if you can't afford to put kids in private school, then public school is just as good of an option, and maybe you don't need to have to pay for things. Because I do think within reason there is something to say about mothers who sometimes tend to overspend and maybe pay for more things than they really need to, and then the husbands or the ex-husbands end up with the bill and having to pay for these things, like the video we saw before with the woman who spent $1,500 on her 8-year-old's birthday party. That is just not going to fly. But there's this common trend in the thread that I'm seeing happening. Do you guys agree? Like, have you guys seen this thing happening before? And what do you think about this case? Do you agree with the judge on this, or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below.